Hey everybody, welcome to the Bethesda Twitch channel. I'm DC Deacon, aka Uncle Pete, aka Pete Hines. Hello, welcome. I've been traveling and or sick for a while, but I'm back and gonna stream some Legends today. I just got a ton of packs, so I thought I would hold on to some of them and open some up. It was about time for me to start another Versus Arena, so I was gonna do that. I can jump in and play some Constructed. Yeah. Whatever. Let's crack some packs first. This is the Elder Scrolls Legends. If you don't know, this is the strategy card game we've been working on. It's currently available on PC. Master of Arms. Card's pretty good. And it's also currently out on iPad in Canada as a limited test while we make sure everything is ready to go for the wider launch. It's coming to iPad and Android tablet, and it's coming to Android and iPhone as well, but we haven't given dates for those yet. Nothing I need yet. I've had terrible pack luck. I need me some legendaries. I need an Ungolem. I need... What else do I need? Not really a thing I play. That's the best card in the game, in case you're not aware. I even have a t-shirt of this guy made, and somebody in QA is making me an actual statue that I can have of a Fighters Guild recruit because it's my favorite card. Yeah, so far, I own all of that. I will dust it all later and maybe craft some stuff I need. Come on now. Ungolem, go. No. Last one. And yes, I always change up the order I click on these when I'm not getting good juju. Love this card. I have two different decks based around this. Maybe during the stream I'll play one of my mono stalwart decks that I put together with the help of... That card's good, although I haven't figured out how to build the deck right to take advantage of it, but I love that effect, getting ward to everything that enters the lane. But yeah, one of the designers, Dan over at Direwolf, helped me build a couple different flavors of mono stalwart. Maybe we'll crack some more later. I want to do a versus arena run. I'm going to see. All right, so if I can do green yellow or yellow purple, I might do those just to work on some quests. See what choices I have.
Introducing our latest combatant.
I didn't get any of those. Actually, I like doing the mage one and archer and sorcerer. Any requests in the chat for what folks want to see me draft? What do you guys want? Anything in particular you want me to try? Again, this is arena, so it's pick a class and then select cards from random choices and try and build the best deck possible. So you never really know. Archer, mage. Archer? All right. More archer?
Presenting the Archer.
Archer it is. Start off with, card can be okay if you got enough life gain. If I want to focus on equipment, not exactly what I want to be doing in a green-red deck, but Murkwater Shaman is always just good. Getting a free curse, if you can keep it alive, is super good. I could go Goblin. Good piece of removal. I'm gonna go a little lower on the curve. Honestly, you can make a pretty compelling argument for any of these Territorial Vipers, just straight up basic removal. Run it into something and kill it. If I end up with a lot of green, this gets better. We changed the stats on this. It used to cost 2 magicka. We made it a little bit more expensive because it was a little too good. This makes everything bigger. Let's try the savage. Maybe we'll just go goblins. Again, not exciting. Happy to have 1-drops to have something to do early. There's a second Leafwater Blessing and a second Plunder. I'm going to go Leaf Lurker. I don't mind the 2-drop Stalker that can move something, but I really like Malefic Wrath, so I think I'm going to take that. No, probably not. Goblin. So far we're mono green, so we could make the argument to just stay with the Bruiser, which can also, you know, get in for a healthy amount of damage if you can protect it. This isn't bad in an aggressive deck, although early on it's just a 2/3 for 3. Don't really have any Orc. I could speculate on this because it can be very good if you get a few Orcs and you get a 6/5 for 4, but we'll stay on plain green. Okay, well this card definitely says I don't care about your plan green. This is another card that's very good if you can protect it. I don't have any 2-drops, so I'm going to take the Shaman. Again, I could take another Goblin here. Honestly, I don't want many cards that on my opponent's turn are going to trade for nothing. So I think here I'm going to take the battlefield effect of the Huntsman. Being able to ping something for 1 is usually pretty handy. That's pretty spicy. This is sometimes great and sometimes a total whiff. This is pretty expensive for Arena. But you know what? I haven't ever actually drafted this in Arena, so I'm going to take the Reaver just for giggles. It's going to make me want to take more stuff potentially in red if I've got something that can deal 1 damage to all creatures in my lane, other stuff that just it pairs well with the Wreath, excuse me. Yeah, there's some cards I might start looking out for with the Reaver. No. I think it's between these two. Not entirely sure I want a 6-drop, but I don't love the 5/4. I think this card can be okay. I'm going to take the Child of Hirsine. Here's an Orc. We didn't take that Orc before, so this is less good. I think between the two, I just take the Bat. I don't have I have 1 guard in the deck, so I don't want to just get run over. Maybe we take the Gatekeeper. Yeah, I think we just take Daring Cutpurse here. Prophecy. I love that Pilfer ability. That's just super good. Here, I think it's fairly close, only because the Drain is nice, but having that extra health on the Battle Rage Orc tends to sometimes help it trade with 2 things instead of 1. So I'd probably go Orc here. Boy, I'm really heavy at the 3. I'm going to take that guy just to try and smooth out my curve a little bit. Well, here's that Butcher, so now that we've taken a couple of Orcs, with this many picks left, this gets way better. Not really what I want to be doing, not nearly enough red, so we'll take the Butcher happily. This is one of those cards I was talking about that pairs nicely with the Reaver, being able to deal 1 damage to a bunch of stuff and then next turn drop this out and blow it all up. So yeah, I'm fine with taking that. This is a very good finisher in a really aggressive deck. I mean, we're definitely heavy on the 2 and 3 compared to everything else, and throwing something down and giving it +5 can often just win you. This is actually good even in a deck that doesn't care about equipment. But being able to pump something else and put a guard down that has to be dealt with, I think is probably the way to go. I think, again, just to smooth out my curve, my inclination would be to take the Huntsman here, because it's just consistent, being able to ping something for one, get rid of a ward, again, give something damage to combo with that. Seems good, but I'm worried about having way too much at the 3, and so I'm going to take this just to try and spread out my curve. I'd like to take this Bruiser, but this actually, again, pairs pretty well with the Reaver. It's cheap. I think we'll take an Arrow. No, I don't have a ton of Enter the Battlefield stuff that the Forsworn Guide. I mean, you could bounce a Leaf Lurker. You could recur the Pyromancer. I think we just go Racketeer. Being able to give anything lethal often comes in pretty handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 7 red cards, so I'm not spending a pick on the Outpost. I don't really know if I want to be giving stuff cover in this deck, so I think I'm probably just going to go with this. Get 2 1/1s with charge. Maybe they can take out something small. I could always play that, spit them out for free, give one of them lethal. So we'll try that. I don't have a lot of top end stuff, so I wouldn't mind a Charge Reaper here, but Shadow Shift for 1, a lot of times moving a creature around, you know, with our lane mechanics, it's often really relevant sometimes to move something that you care about over into another lane to deal with a threat or to get around a big blocker they put up. So I'm going to Shadow Shift, Cut Purse. Looking a little bit of there, still way too heavy on the 3s. I do have a few Orc things, and again, I do want a few things with Guard to try and slow my opponent down for when I get off to a slow start. So I'm going to go Watchman here over the Butcher and the Horseman. I have literally no items, so that ability is irrelevant. Let's see, 4 picks left. I don't really have the kind of deck that cares too much about having breakthrough stuff. Sometimes this is good. Not entirely sure about Snake-Tooth Necklace. You know what though, like again, I got a ton of stuff to do at 3, so you can make the argument for this, but I've never found it to be amazing, so I think we'll just go Necklace. This is the kind of card that I'll take late, just because for the games where I am ahead, getting 2 additional cards is great. I actually like this card a fair amount just because it's pretty solid and it's got Prophecy, but in the games where Jarl is good, it's very good, and when it's not, I mean, 4/4 for 6 isn't embarrassing. Yeah, Rapid Shot again pairs well with Reaver and some other stuff. Plus I draw a card off of it. Imp, cast out Elixir. Well, I mean, we are pretty aggressive. We could do the Imp here. This is also pretty good, particularly against decks that you either just need to get one thing in to swing for lethal, or they've thrown some equipment on a thing, or you know, they've been swinging with a pilfer creature that's been getting bigger and bigger, and you can set it back. So I'm gonna go Cast Out, just because it does something that pretty much nothing else in my deck can do, which is, you know, I don't have silence effects or anything like that. Being able to sometimes just put something big back to their hands is pretty relevant. It's not the best red-green deck I've ever drafted, but it's an Archer deck. You know, we got a few creatures we can play out early. We've got a few cheap effects. You know, 2 of them are cantrips, or at least I'm drawing a card off of it. You know, I've got some early threats that can get big in the Cut Purse, the Bruiser. So it's not terrible. See what it does. What could possibly go wrong?
Today, 2 mighty warriors will clash for you, citizens. Lower the gates!
go second, so I get the elixir, which means I will keep stuff that's a little bit more expensive. This is probably too much. So I think I'm going to pitch this back, but keep these two, because I could theoretically turn 1, turn 2, or even not cast this, turn 2, go Savage, and turn 3 into Daring Cut Purse. So.
May you walk on warm sands.
And because he didn't do anything, I'm particularly inclined to just pass the turn back before I run something out. So I pop the elixir and play this on turn 2, and then turn 3 I can either Daring Cut Purse. I can also even do this necklace, so I could make that a 4/4 if I wanted to. So, what do we not want to see here? We don't want to see Fighters Guild Recruit. We don't want to see... What else has he got at 3 in green and red? That would be a problem. Sure, that we're more than happy with. So I think we Daring Cut Purse. And it's a little aggressive, and I can definitely get myself 2 for 1, but part of my thinking here is I'm going to get ahead on life. I got 2 things here that threaten to get bigger. Combo, but I can eat one of them here. That's a very good answer for me. Because Gatekeeper, next turn into Butcher, make that a huge dude. So I think I do that, gain some life.
Hatchet has had enough.
Yeah, just this.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
And I'm going to play it here, because I could pump one of these up, but if he does get a buff off of another green creature, I want to be able to trade. Potentially he could have as many as 2 here, so being able to make sure I kill this if it attacks is kind of important. Keeps me from having to trade 2 creatures just to get rid of his 1. Next turn I can, if he doesn't attack and decides to do something else, yeah, sure. So, let's see. I'm going to swing first. I'm going to swing in this order to break his rune after I've attacked with both my guys. He doesn't have anything. Sadly, what I'd like to do is Pyromancer here, deal 1 to everything, and then Huntsman using my last elixir, except I, of course, kill that guy. So I think I just do this. Right, because I've got no guard. And yeah. So I think I do this, make that a little bigger. And then I can either drop this here, dealing 1 to him doesn't actually do anything. I could have dropped both of those there, that doesn't really help me either. Yeah. We're thinking. I'm not gonna wait for another orc. I'm gonna drop this over there.
We must join.
It's a little risky playing everything into 1 lane. You know, we definitely have effects in our game that will blow out too many threats in 1 lane. If he's got to deal 2 damage to all creatures in a lane, that would be bad for me, but yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so let's see. If I swing here and kill this, I could wreath that. And then this will get to 5, and he won't be able to attack me back. So let's...
Blood and honor.
I could also... No.
blood and honor.
No. Do that. I'm going to swing with this guy.
Has had enough.
No prophecy. We are going to... Well, let's wait. Let's swing for 2 more because he won't break a rune. Let's shrink this guy down so he can trade for my orc, but he can't get to my cut purse. Yeah.
Bondar, curse you.
Just to be annoying. Because I can play this next turn, although I'm only either getting 1 here or here. This is going to be dead because he's absolutely going to try and trade for something.
There's always a blood price.
Sure. I think I'm okay with that, though. Because if I attack here, damage that, use my elixir, play this, it'll destroy that. I swing for 8, take him to 3. Kevin's gesturing at me while I'm strategizing over here. So I think I swing here, put him to 6. And then I could either attack here or not. I think it's actually correct to not attack here. Although, I mean, what's 1 more card? Who cares? And of course, I pay the price by giving him a prophecy. And I guarantee it's a... that's fine. That's actually not bad for us. All we really care about at this point is him not having any guards. Territorial Viper would be bad. We'd kill that. Territorial Viper, trade here, Fighters Guild Recruit. I'd prefer not to see, because I don't have a good way to get around it. That card is fantastic, but is not going to do anything. Well, there you go.
The fight is done. It has been an engaging.
That worked. Didn't seem like he drew particularly well. Kids, are we giving away a pack?
Yes.
Another step closer to ultimate glory.
Woohoo! What am I at currently? I'm at rank 5 currently in
We
Versus.
have another brave warrior awaiting.
All right, let's do it again. Is that our winner? Congrats to Kirchinator. Wins our first pack giveaway. We'll have several more of those throughout the stream today. And a reminder while we're waiting, if you haven't downloaded it yet, you can go to Bethesda.net, download this, and start playing right away. And if you're in Canada, you should go download it on iPad. I play it on iPad all the time at home. It's very fun.
Ready for a bloodbath.
Kevin, any questions I missed, or Jess, any questions I missed while we were chatting? Nope. Go first. Yes. I'm going to actually pitch this back. I had a chat with Paul Denon. He said, there's times where he'll pitch back anything with prophecy just to increase the chance of drawing it, but I also don't want to get, a 5 and a 6, and because I'm going first and I've got no elixir. Cut purse. All right. Well, he's in blue, which means
This should be good.
there's a decent chance there's fireballs in that deck. Great thing about Arena is being able to play against decks where it's not a constructed deck that everybody's playing 3 ofs, and you never know what cards they even had a chance to.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Sure.
They make it too easy.
And again, I'm going to spread my threats out here. I don't want him dropping some big, you know, a 2/4 blocker over here that can eat both of my guys. So I think the play here is necklace. Spriggan over here, which I'm going to offer a trade up there if he's still around. And then Shaman as well. Swing for 3, swing for 2. So unless he does something, he can't eat this with this. He could have, you know, destroy a damaged creature. He could kill this and play the Leaf Lurker. He could just have a straight up lightning bolt. But I can live with that. Put it over here. Right here. Yeah. So I think
has had enough.
Swing here. Lightning bolt again. See if he shackles the right one. He did. Well, I can't protect this anymore. Because even if I cast out one, the other one's going to get it. And it'll trade with either of those two. So I think I'm going to put this here.
Something tasty.
Pass. I'm not going to break another prophecy and give him another card. He wants to eat both of those there, so this isn't getting lifelink and stuff, whatever. Viper is a good draw. Bad for me. Way ahead on board, but way down on resources. He's got plenty of stuff in his hands.
Customers only.
I'm ready for any war and glory.
And I do not have nearly enough size on the board without both of my cut purses getting bigger. You know, I'm dealing 4 damage a turn. It's going to take me a while to get him down, and he's going to start dropping big threats. That definitely does not trigger.
The best
protection money can buy.
Sure. Well, I take you to 11. Gonna do. Oops.
Thank you.
At this point, I am just trying to haul ass and get him dead before it's too late.
Power of the hiss.
Not sure how well that's going to work out for me. I am out of gas.
Now if I fall, the hist will reclaim me. Ifra stands with me.
So
You won't even.
not even going to run that out yet. I assume he's going to eat this. Swing for 2.
Elements, I summon thee.
Yeah, that's bad for me. Well, let's see. I think the play here is let's see. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Savage here.
At your service.
I'm gonna play this here.
Bondar curse you.
Let's see, either one of those. He's likely going to do that and then that. I need to make sure if he decides to attack with this, it dies. So if he only goes here and doesn't swing with it, oh. That's super bad for me.
Nicely done.
Well, unfortunately, I need more.
The forest is ours.
Sheol curse you! Let's shed some light on the problem.
And that's 2. Yep, we got off to a fast start, but we just completely ran out of gas with our draws. Which, by and large, is how Archer decks usually play out. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, a disappointing turn of events, citizens. Can the challenger come back? This should be interesting.
Second. I'll keep that. I mean, I can go 1, 2, play that on turn 4 if I have to.
This should be good.
If I fall, the hist will reclaim me.
Yeah, well,
Baller.
we trade. We yes trade. You know what? I'll see what you got. This is my second mirror match. Pete, don't lose. Yes, thank you. That is sound advice, sir. Oh, that's useless till next turn, and I don't want to do that anyway. So I think I just say Savage, go. Sure. Hit me for 5. Give me something good off of Prophecy. Equipment? Did he do the Archer equipment thing? No?
I ride like the wind.
Well, maybe. Yeah, so I think if I play this, he kills it with that and just swings through again. But I could play both. That's what I'm going to do.
This one offers something tasty, sir.
So he can either eat this and stay alive and trade here, but if he does that, then I'm just going to do this to finish off the Elit. Or he can straight trade here and go face if he's trying to race me. Five, so I'll be on 6. I could also drop a child and just start. Seems good. Sure. Sure. So I think I'm going to assume that I am not the beatdown here and that I need to slow him down, so.
They make it too easy.
So I can Watchman here and force him to trade and only take 2 to 13. I could also just Child of Hirsine. If he's got Territorial Viper, he kills me, hit me for 7, I go to 8, and this is a 3/3, and it's all kinds of bad. I could Rapid Shot Pyromancer and be guaranteed of only taking 5 and make that trade next turn. Still play something else out. That doesn't seem too bad. Let's do that.
Let's heat things up.
Get a Spriggan out over here. I'm even going to do this.
In the flames.
You can hit me to 10. I can still make that trade. I also have enough next turn with the Elixir to Reaver, kill that for free. He plays something big, which would be perfect to play something big here. I damage that, kill them both with Reaver. And then either this or this gets bigger on my next turn. Hopefully here. Be nice to be able to swing for 3, gain 3 back, go up to 13. What I really wanted to do was Child of Hirsine here. I could have even put it here and not even, and then Snake Tooth, swing for 7 and gain back 7, sort of stem the damage race there. That's big. That's fine. So I think I can either Leaf Lurker here, Gatekeeper here, or I can just Watchman, which is probably the better play. Watchman here, so I can definitely get the trade off of that. Alright, so we'll swing for 2. We will Leaf Lurker here. Oh wait, I just did that in the wrong order, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oops. See? I told you I was going to be punting today. Sad. Alright, well we'll do that. I'm not swinging with either of those. I don't think I want to give him another card. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But that's fine though. If he wants to do that, I can still Reaver next turn. Kill that for free. Or, you know, with the... Ah! That's going to hurt. I'm going to take 8. So he did have equipment. I hope he don't got more, because if he's got a 2/2 Scimitar, he's just dead. No. I take 8 off of that. 2/2, I take 10. If he's got a Cliff Racer, I'm dead. Oh, it's going to be very bad. Very bad for me. All right. Well, we can survive this. So... let's see. So I can either arrow to the knee it and pray he won't have anything that can, and maybe I stick the necklace on here to get to 9. I could even do more. I could even put this guard over here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna put this here, make that bigger. Double checking my magic. Gotta make sure I do something colossally stupid here.
Zumar, take you!
So it's a little risky leaving something alive, but I'm trying to think in red-green, I don't know if he's got anything. I don't think he's got anything that can drop those shackles off. Yeah, I don't really care about that. So I'll swing for 6. Pass turn. So I got lethal next turn. And this can kill that. Well, it's not even going to need to kill that. And unless he's got 2 guards to put down over here, I can swing with this, drop this, kill the wounded guard, swing for 7, game. Uh-oh. What else have you got?
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Yeah. Well, crap. Damn it. All right, well, I can't do this. 2, 4. That doesn't help, that doesn't help. So I think
I'll kill you where you stand.
I do that. I do that.
Protects us.
It's gonna be close.
Victory is yours.
I passed an attack. Yes, I know I passed an attack. So unlike other games, it is not always a good idea to attack with cards just because you can. Every time I break one of those blue gems, every 5 health, he's drawing a card. And so in games where all I need him to do is not get an answer to what I'm doing, I will often not attack if it's to my benefit to increase the odds that he doesn't draw a card that gets him out of a jam. So the whole like you missed an attack or you missed lethal, it just doesn't apply to our game, because if they break prophecy cards that destroy a creature, put down a giant blocker, deal a bunch of damage to one lane, you're going to be hurting for certain. What, did like everybody with an archer deck go jump in and try and snipe me in arena today? Yeah, so this is less good. But that might get me out of a slow start, so I'm going to pitch the wreath and try that. Didn't need that.
May you walk on warm sands.
Greetings.
I ride like the wind.
Yeah. Well. So I think it's correct to play this as a 4-2 and trade with something. There's other stuff I'd rather do, but at this point, like, if he throws a reasonable equipment on this, I'm in deep trouble. I mean, if it's like a scimitar, it's a 2-2, it becomes a 7-2, so I take 5. No scimitar. That ain't much better. So, what do we do here? We have 1 here, we have 1 here, and I have 1 there. So I think what we do, oh, I'm not gonna get that though. Crappity. All right, well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Yeah, see what I want to do is if I had 5, drop this out to get the -1/-1 curse. So that would be 1. The Heir to the Knee would be 2, and this would be 3, so I could have killed that for free. Yeah, I don't really care. At this point, that was just meant to kill that. And I would use this, but I don't really care. So how do we use up all of our magicka here? That just trades. That doesn't seem good. I think I'm gonna Shaman and Rapid Shot, draw a card. Next winner, Trust, 7346. Congrats, you just won a free pack of cards. Says Kevin. Oh.
The day is mine.
Killing me with your silence, brah. Again,
This should be good.
not optimal, but stuff's got to start to die or we're going to die. This gives me something. I think I just run the... Let's see, we're on 6. Oh yeah, I can also do this. So what? So I can either... No, I want to go ahead and get that out. So I'm going to do that.
Strength in unity.
I'm just going to trade. Put a Daring Cut Purse out over here. I get a big guy to protect it with. I could put it out here on its own, but because I don't have much in the way of guard, I mean, I've got a Wreath to try and keep it alive. I could have also Shadow Shifted it over, but I can Shadow Shift it over next turn if I want to. Like, I can attack with it, make it a 3/3 Shadow Shift. Yeah, that's going to be bad. Yeah, it's going to be bad. Definitely playing Silence Matters. Now what are you going to do? Sure. Well, that's not terrible. I mean, he did nerf this, but he just spent 2 cards getting rid of a...
Blood and honor. I'm ready for any war and glory. Hermamora tests us.
I'm going to go ahead and do these only because if they get something that I care about, particularly over here, I get them for free and I can just Reaver next time. I'm not going to Shadow Shift yet just because I need to wait until there's a threat that I got to deal with. So I'm down on life but ahead on cards because he's broken 2 of my runes and I haven't broken any of his.
The Hist will reclaim me.
Yeah. So here, I think I do just move him. Get a card back for it. Kill that.
War and glory. Blood and honor.
This one offers something tasty.
I'm not spitting any of this other stuff out right now. Like, it's not like I'm just going to start swinging for a jillion. I need to sort of slow down what he's trying to do as much as possible. Yeah. So, yeah. That's a problem. Oh, that's an excellent draw. Because I couldn't do this and this, but I can Wreath him, kill him. And again, I'm not going to attack with this because doing 2 damage right now, taking a 24 doesn't matter. I want to be able to get to a point where I can deploy multiple threats to deal with whatever free cards he might be drawing.
Ifra stands with me. Fight to my last breath.
Sure.
Duma, take you.
Now we might start swinging.
Customers only.
I'm actually going to go ahead and drop that down just as a 4/3.
Join forces.
I haven't got that many orcs in my deck, so sitting on this isn't as relevant as, you know, now I'm only down 4 health relative to my opponent.
Tests us.
Sure.
Time to fight.
You gonna kill my lethal guy with that? What are you gonna do? What's your plan?
I'll fight to my last breath.
Sure. The combo. He did it.
Time to fight. Fight over.
Okay. Okay.
The day shall be ours.
Yeah, so
Customers only.
18, 14,
These are
play a guy. Oh, that was stupid. Even when I say I'm gonna punt, it still pisses me off when I punt. Did you guys see what I just missed? I suck. I shouldn't have played this. I should have pyromancered, wounded both of those things, dropped the Reaver, killed them both. He would have been way behind on board. I had a 5-5 and I suck. I suck. Well, we'll do that next turn because I'm not throwing it out there now and there's no point in running those two out just for 2 damage. I suck. Punt. It's cold medicine and whatever.
The day shall be ours.
Throw another dude over there and make my... There we go. Maybe it's going to end up working up fine after all.
Is ours.
Yeah. No. Put a guy over there. Yeah. Full value. Full value. So, let's see. I'm going to make you large. I am going to
Let's heat things
hurt
up.
everybody. And then I kill all of your things.
Rainwood protects us.
And then, this is where I save my firebrands for.
Attack.
I'm going to keep my lethal thing over here for something that
Customers only.
much more threatening. But now we're both at 11. I can snake tooth necklace something. I mean, I could have there, theoretically. I could have made it a 3-3. Sir, you can make that trade.
I do love a good fight.
You are not going to win the game with that, my friend.
Victory is ours.
See, I just did it again. I just punted. I should have made that a 6. Why am I so bad at this game, Jess? It's, you know what it is? We're chalking this up 100% to illness.
That is my default for everything.
Here, how about this? How about I do this for 3,
Customers
for
only.
2, and 1.
Curse you.
That was still pathetically disappointing that that game even got to that point. Are we planning on changing the arena AI before the next release? It's almost impossible to beat some of them. Yeah, that's the point. It's really difficult at the higher levels. I'm currently rank 1 in solo arena, and it's supposed to be incredibly difficult as replayable. Like, if you could just go 9-0 or 9-2 every time, it wouldn't be fun. When it gets really high, it's really hard. Somebody said before the last game, I didn't pull this up, so for folks who tuned in late, this is the deck that I drafted. So Archer, heavier towards the green side, although maybe not surprisingly, almost all of my top end is red. But, you know, there's a few synergy things in here. The Reaver that you saw last game, I've got a couple of things in here that can do damage so that thing can go off. The Shaman giving -1 counters. The Huntsman dealing 1. The Pyromancer dealing everything in the lane. A couple of firebrands if I needed to. The Wreath. So I've got some stuff that can injure creatures and then bring this guy out to try and wipe the board. You know, I've got a few orcs in here so that my butcher gets turned on by a couple of different things. I got a couple of gatekeepers for some defense. Cast out to try and flip big stuff back to their hand. The necklace and for some life gain to keep me in it. My stupid little Mournhold Guardian for some life gain. Right, I might try
Ladies and gentlemen,
see if we can play somebody not playing Archer. I beat Solo Arena easy last night, 12-1. Well, you only played a 9, so I don't know how you got to 12, but congratulations. Have we played around with allowing players to create their own matches using custom lanes? It is actually something that we've talked about, not just, not necessarily that, but how we use lanes and having more modes to be able to use them in. We have talked about having it available in things other than, and by lanes I mean the special lane conditions, not just the 2 default that you see in all PvP matches. We have talked about how to work that into other modes. I would say it's on our list, but it's a long list. Yeah, lanes in like in Solo Arena, but on random weekends. Yeah, exactly. Stuff exactly like that. But when and how is TBD. Versus Arena is much easier than Solo Arena. Well, then you're playing different people than me. I will keep all that. Going second, that all seems reasonable. Once again, if I can, particularly if he's not going to do anything, I'm more than happy to go Witch into Cut Purse if I can.
May you walk on warm sands.
No chicken cards. Yeah, there are no chicken cards. However, there is a sweet roll card, which you can only get by using the Wabbajack. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we do this, we stick him over here, and then next turn we can go Cut Purse, Guardian, turn that into a 4/4, provided he doesn't have a an execute or some big blocker.
Awaiting your command.
That's not a big blocker. It is going to be a 4/4 though. Oh no, it's not. It's yeah, that'll work. So we will we'll do that. Actually, gonna put this here and do that. And then next turn I can either raiding party and kill this off with those if I need to, or that can happen. And that's what you get for putting all your threats in one side, Petey. Yeah, I'm gonna pop that. Keep swinging. I don't know whose sweet rolls they are. They are sweet rolls. And reportedly, they're very tasty. Is this going to be available on console? No, right now we are only for PC, Mac, iPhone, iPad, Android tablet, and Android phone.
There's a plan. There's always
Sure.
a plan. For honor and glory.
So I could either do this or this. I think I do this.
Time to fight. Time to fight. Fires of all.
We're just gonna keep attacking. Try and kill him before he kills us. So no plans for console or other platforms outside of all the ones I just mentioned. But that's a lot of platforms, so hopefully you own one of those.
Clear your mind and retract your claws.
You won't spoil.
It's a
my
good
plan.
card.
These are Kashid's.
Sorry about that. Did I cover it up effectively? Oh, I dropped my mic. Can you still hear me, Kev? You can? This cold, or whatever the hell it is, virus, pneumonia, has completely destroyed my voice. And apparently the strength in my fingers. There we go. What now? I think we do that and give this death touch. Make that a 6/6. Ratio. Bethesda is my favorite game series, but I'm a very bad CCG player. You know what? That's okay. We have a full single-player story mode. It has 20 missions in it. It's got the first 8 are like a tutorial. It will, by the time you're done, unlock a bunch of decks for you. You get a bunch of prizes and prize packs. And so even if you're not good, by the time you're done, you'll at least understand this game and why it's fun. And because we have solo modes for both constructed, which means you build your deck and play against other decks that have kind of been pre-built, and you have arena like what I'm doing here, where I've kind of made up a deck on the fly. You don't ever actually, you don't have to play against people. You can spend a lot of time just playing solo. Yeah, I'm about to get punched in the mouth for a lot of damage here if I'm not careful. That'll help.
They make it too easy.
7, 10, 12, 14. Not enough. 14, 16. Well, I think what we do is that. 3, 5, 7. I could eat this so he stops gaining life. I can shadow shift. That's what I'm going to do. Let's do that first. Okay. You die. Arrow in the knee. Let's see. The question is, do I eat this thing? And I think the answer is yes. Because he's got to attack both into here. I can also do... No, I got to leaf... Actually, I don't have to leaf flicker. I can do this and eat that. And I can do this and do that. And I can eat that. Sure. Trade there. Leave me with a bunch of weenies.
There is a toll for this road.
Well, we can do both. So let's leaf flicker this.
Gore and glory.
Kajit has had enough.
Yeah, once again, that's stupid. But I gotta swing. I gotta make that guy bigger. He's gonna get something off it. I knew it. That was dumb. Dumb. Oh, I could not possibly care less. All right. Here's what we'll do. Come at me, kitty.
Time to fight.
No, not another one.
Moth.
Oh, it gets the... Oh! I'm being attacked by a building. A 110 building.
Claws out.
Give me something good. Yes! The question is, what do I want to do? And I think 6, 9... We're going to send your building... Wait a minute. How much does that stupid thing cost? 5. He can't cast it. Go away.
Well fought.
So, I got him. Because I can swing for 2. We are going to really try hard not to punt this. So, swing for 2 to get him to 6, and then break his last rune, taking lethal, so I don't care what he gets. Not too shabby. Kevin, I have no idea how to pronounce that username. What is that? Several M's and a couple of T's and zeros, and hopefully you know who you are. Matty 00.
What challenge awaits next?
Mate 00. How are we on time?
It
305. Time to poll the chat again. Do you guys want me to keep playing with this arena deck, or do you want me to switch over and play a few battle mode constructed thing? What say ye, chat room? Go. Jess, Kevin, any questions I missed? I was trying to keep an eye.
No, that's
Switch. I see switch. All right, well, it actually didn't work out too tacky. I didn't think this deck was great, but it's not terrible. I think by and large because, as I mentioned while I was drafting, I have a ton of stuff at 3, but sometimes the best, like turn 5 if you have the elixir, or turn 6 if you're on the play, is dropping 2-3 drops in a turn rather than a 6 drop, which I only have 2 of. So I think part of it is I've just been able to get more stuff out more quickly. All right, so let's switch over. So here's a couple. Yeah, so here's my. I've been playing a bunch of different stuff lately. My collection is still not brilliant. So why is that on casual? So I have 2 mono decks. This is my original mono deck, which is it's mono purple except for splashing the two colors. So in our game, you pick any 2 colors, and there are lots of cards in each color. And then every color pair also has gold cards, split cards that are 2 colors. So basically what this deck is pretty decent purple stuff. Not amazing, it's not broken. There's a little bit of ramp stuff in here to get to some bigger threats like His Speaker and His Grove. But as you can see, it's not a huge top end. I mean, I got 3 cards above 7, big dragon, big creature. But mostly it's around the synergy of this card at 3 is terrific, a 3/5 with guard, so I'm essentially guaranteed of getting this out whenever I play it as a 3/5 with guard, which really helps me get to the late game. And then, I've got some stuff in here that, because I've got all endurance creatures, that my Gloom Wraiths, when I spew them out, are pretty good. But, I'm playing Young Mammoth and Armors to give stuff even bigger butts and that kind of thing. So that's one mono deck I'm playing, and then the other one I tried mono yellow, which is the exact same principle. It's pretty much the same deck list, a few things different. I don't remember if in this build I must have taken it out. I even messed around with having the line guard in there. The only difference is this is actually playing Divine Fervor, so I could potentially miss because of that, but I've got 2 edicts, only because I haven't earned the 3rd one yet. I don't have General, although I bet, let me dust my stuff. Here, sure, while we're doing this, let's get the General. So this card is very good. It's a 2/2. That spits out 2 other 2/2s, both with guard, and then when anything friendly dies, it gets +1/+1. So let's go ahead and slot him in here. Get in there, General. And what are we gonna cut? Not that, not that. Preserver is particularly good. You know what? I think I might drop the Sorcerer. Yeah. All right. Let's try a couple of mono stalwart yellow version. See how we do. So this one has a tiny bit more risk in the stalwart thing because of the Divine Fervor, but Dan's principle is basically Divine Fervor is so good that in my deck, or in a deck like this, it's worth 3 cards out of 50 risk for not hitting your stalwart trigger. So I'm on the play all 3 drops. So I'm gonna pitch the prophecy and keep the other two. Because I can go to... Well, there will be many mammoths. Ah! Excellent. How many 3-drops can I get? So, I can either... Well, I'm not going to armor there. So what I think I do here is... Haunting Spirit, hope you can't kill it, drop a mammoth trade, get a 7/7. Which seems okay. No! Stupid crushing blow. I'm tempted to drop the armor and then drop the 2 guards, but again, in blue-green, there's a bunch of stuff that they could have that would kill that, and this guy is pretty vulnerable. You'll find most folks will try and kill this pretty quick. So I want to get something out to try and sure.
I see you're in need of my...
Oh, literally the one thing he could get that I care about.
Kill them all.
I could just drop this and on 5 drop 2 of those. Yeah, I could do that.
Kill them all.
Stupid Sage. So far this is going really well.
You can't escape.
Do I care about that or that? I actually think I care about that. Because now I can drop my mammoth down. It's a 5/5. It can eat both of those things if it needs to. I could also brew my armorer into this. Sure, whatever.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Sure, whatevs. I could also just Shadow Fen Priest and shut that stupid thing up. Or shut that thing up and not let it have drain. No, I think we're going to go with Team Mammoth. Get in there, boys. Next turn, you know, you get another 3-drop. What'd it be? My perfect draw is would be getting well, the general would be sweet because I'd have 2 3/3 guards and a 3/3 general. Getting the 4 Magic of Prophecy that drops down 2 guards would also be pretty good because 3/3s will tussle with both of those nicely.
I see you're in need of my wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You can't escape.
Yeah, see, that'll work.
Who goes there? I live to serve.
So you can eat that if you want to. And I'm gonna eat that.
Kill them all.
On 6. You know what? The hell with it. Armor, 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 armor. So now anything I play out is getting +0/+4, which means on turn 7, dropping down a 7/11, which my wife has an unhealthy love of, 7/11. 7/11 guard seems pretty good that they can't target with actions. Sure.
You can't escape.
You can't possibly be dumb enough to not kill this with this, right? I can also just Shadow Fen Priest that if I needed to. Oh, please swing to face with that 2/2 and don't kill my 5/1. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I thought he was going to swing to face for sure. Oh, that'll also work. So... No. Dragon. Oh, it's not a 7-11. It's an 8-12 because I forgot about my Divine Fervor. So there.
Your death is my
Take that.
Your death is my kill them all.
So Territorial Viper is very bad for me here. Any kind of if he attacks and has a Leaf Lurker is very bad for me. Finish off is bad for me. So next turn I'll be on 8, so I can Shadow Fen Priest something and Mummify something else. This guy doesn't attack. He's a pretty good target for that. There's no way he has Territorial Viper because he would have just killed that. And there's no way he doesn't have something that just kills that. Either that or he's just trolling me in the most delightful way. Even the game thinks you're taking too long.
It has been written.
Let's go, sweetie.
They make it too easy.
Sure.
You can't.
Well, I definitely do not have more health than my opponent. So, I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop that.
Meet Death's dark embrace.
Class for Legends?
What's that?
Do you have a favorite class for Legends?
No, I play a little bit of everything. That's what I like about our game is there's a lot of different fun pairs, and I see a lot of variety in the decks that I play against. Oops, sorry, I don't mean to mute you, sir. You're fine. Holy crap, did I just do that? I could have swung him down below 13 and then played this and gotten a creature back.
Kill them all.
But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pass the turn. I could put him to 8, but I don't want him drawing cards off of both of these, because you know, Territorial Viper, finish off, Leaf Lurker. Like if any of that stuff is in his deck, I'm just way increasing the chances that he gets it. I mean, he could even just go here if he's got a Lightning Bolt in his hand just to finish. Oh no, he can't. He can't Lightning Bolt. No, he's got to get it done with creatures. Yeah, it may not have been correct to pass. Maybe I should have attacked there and taken him to 8 where I'm threatening lethal. But right now, you know, he's pretty stalled out. Like, he's got to figure out how to get past this without targeting it. He could have the thing with the thing, the Ice Storm. He could Drez Tormentor with like a Shrieking Harpy to do some damage here and finish with this. So. He's trying to figure that out himself. Sure. Sure. All good in the neighborhood. So, we swing. Wait, is there anything I want to get out first? Yes. I'm going to get this out. Okay. And now we swing.
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Go to 8.
Your
Death is my command.
Now I'm going to go ahead and
Kill them
swing.
all.
Get them all the way down to 2. Because now it's basically, okay, figure out a way to deal with all of that and not take 2 this turn.
Is yours.
And he can't.
It has been an engaging hunt.
There you go. That's Mono Stalwart. Let's run it back again. Smatty Matty. What is Grandstaff picking the winners today based on people whose names are an homage to him? Congrats, Smatty Matty, on
Somebody asked the question.
winning 2 free packs.
Why we have 50 to 70 cards potentially in a deck. And we could,
Sure. So in the arena matches I played before, it's a 30 card deck. In battle mode, it's a minimum of 50 and as many as 70. The reason for that is more cards and a maximum of 3 of any card and 1 of the legendary uniques means you see a much greater variety in the decks that you play. So, for example, go second. This actually, I'm pitching that. What it means is when you play somebody, they're not almost always drawing the cards the deck is built around. So this deck actually is, the idea for it is to get that 3-drop to come out and always be a 3/5 guard. I didn't even draw that card in that last match for however many rounds. He wanted no part of me whatsoever. Fear my battle powers. So 50 to 70 cards means you're going to see a much greater variety. There's much less chance of you always seeing cards where it's like every match just feels exactly the same. It's on turn 1 he always does this, or by turn 4 he almost always has drawn one of his copies of that. So it adds to the variety when you're playing. There's a great card in blue. That's really fun. It's called Dres Tormentor. It's this guy here. And so he's a 3/4 for 4, so it's fine body. But what he says is whenever an enemy creature becomes shackled, this card deals 3 damage to it. And so there's cards like Shrieking Harpy that when they come into the battlefield will shackle a creature. Or there's cards like Winter's Grasp that will shackle all of the creatures your enemy has. Well, if you can have a Dres Tormentor out and shackle an opponent's entire board, not only can they not attack until their next turn, but you deal 3 damage to them. So if you had a smaller deck and a card like this card just gets completely broken. Like it's actually not all that fun to play against. If you had a 30 card deck, you would much more reliably draw one of these, and you'd much more reliably see that combo. In a 50 card deck, like there's tons of, you can't build a deck that is solely centered around this because you'll just lose. So the 50 to 70 card deck size is intended to give you that greater variety in terms of the cards that you're going to see with consistency and the cards that your opponent's going to see, which means that your decks are just, your matches are much more varied back and forth, a lot more variety as opposed to every game feels exactly the same. I also just think it makes our game, deeper and more strategic between having 2 lanes to play cards on and where you're going to deploy your threats, and then just the variety within the colors, the number of cards in our card file, and the size of our decks. It's just a lot more strategic depth. I don't think I want to keep this at 5, but it could be on turn 4. See, he's playing ramp, which means I don't know if there's going to be much to silence here. I'm going to pitch that back, which might be incorrect. There's our stalwart ally. So possibility of turn 2 this over here, turn 3 this is a 3/7 somewhere seems good. But again, like it's not even what I would consider quote unquote broken, because Fighters Guild recruit across from a 3/7, well, you just die.
They make it too easy.
All right, so now I'm not screwing around. And I'm just going to ally without playing the armor first, because I'm not letting that card get off. And if he plays something to kill it, then I'll just have to use my edict because this card gets completely out of control. Pilfer says every time it deals damage to me, it has some effect, and this card's effect is +1/+1. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that because this will trade for both of those. Kill that. Do that.
I stand to serve.
This is me. I'm putting this over here so I don't get myself into trouble.
Will be mine.
Too many cards in one lane. A lot of the guys at Direwolf that I've talked to have said, yeah, sure, have said they feel like taking control of this lane is really important, that your opponent has to play creatures in front. That could be good. What have I lost? Just that guy, right? Yeah, so get my ally back. Yeah. Put it over there. I
will be your shell and keep you safe.
I'm just gonna punt all day long. All day long.
Rye-skinned fool.
What I did wrong is I should have put the Necromancer over here because it summons the creature from my discard pile in the same lane as it can. And in attempting to spread out my threats, I forgot that I need this guy over here so that he could block this, which I didn't do.
Your death is my command.
He will likely go ahead and trade here, but that's fine. I got another one. Go ahead and kill it. We'll make more.
The waters of life. I drop power from these.
So, in addition to being split up into 5 different colors, if I do that, it just trades.
Confound you!
Place my blade.
Let's see what he does first. Nothing. All right, I think we just throw the mammoth over there. In addition to being broken up into 5 colors plus colorless, when you can put colorless cards into any 2-color combination, then we also have all of the different races, and each race has a theme. So Bretons care about magical stuff. They have one of the folks that has the ward ability. Argonians care about, by and large, they care about magicka, so they'll give you more. And your opponent's actually in chat right now. Oh, good. Well, here's what I'm playing in case you can't see it, opponent. This is what I have. I assume you're being super honest and not watching what I have in my hand while you're playing me.
Well met, marsh friend.
Yeah.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Rye-skinned fool.
Well, we're already in trouble. I could kill this to take him back to 8. Or I can go face 13. How about this?
Place my blade.
How about if we kill that?
Do you fear death?
See what he draws. Do you need to see my hand again before you decide what to do? Here you go. This is what I have.
Confound you!
So if he gets to 10, what could he have? Let's put him on 9. Go, Mammoth.
I stand to serve.
Hey, Kevin, just a note for future streams. If there's a way to make this room hotter, that would be super sweet.
You're not warm enough?
Forest is
chilly.
more clever.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Two. Okay. Well, I guess
Confound you!
we go to 7. We go to 3. GG and cares, knackers, however you say that. Good game. I was just funning. I didn't really think you were looking at my hand. How are we on time, Jess?
It is 3:31. We have one more winner to pick.
One more winner to pick.
One more match.
All right, last match. What did I get? Here it is. This right here. This is a foil ungolem. Go. Brutal Ashlander. One more with the mono yellow, or you want me to switch to mono green just to see how that actually make a difference? Or I could play something else. I could try ramp or mentor. What says the chat? Chat? What does chat say? Stay mono yellow? Mono yellow it is. It's Jess's job to look at the clock? No, Jess is far too important for that. Pulling my phone out of my pocket is a pain. Ugh. I don't think I want any of this against this. I don't want that now. I guess I could hold on to that, but I'm not hitting it till screw it. I'm throwing it all back. That's awkward. That's not terrible. I mean, we go turn 3. Bonus round, which means if I somehow manage to win this, I get 2 spots on the constellation instead of 1.
I drop power from these trees.
There's that Breton and its ward. Seems good.
By Arcade's beard, this day will be mine.
Your blood will spill.
More ward. Well, I can do that. By the way, in case I didn't say, for competitive matches, this is our lane conditions. This lane doesn't have any. It's the field lane, so there's no special rules. This one is the shadow lane, and creatures gain cover when they're cast here. So I could target this with spells, like this one, and say, you go away. But I can't actually attack it with my creature. So I either mammoth here to tussle with this. I don't think I want to mummify. I need to worry about much bigger stuff to mummify. Russian localization. Russian localization is in the works. I don't have a date for you, but it's not very far off. It will be here soon, comrade. So hang in there.
Your blood will spill.
So what do we want to do turn 4? I can either just mammoth or I can either just mummy. I think I'm gonna mammoth. He wants to trade both of those for that, he can. If he doesn't, then he better have something really big. I mean, I guess he could lightning bolt one of them and swing with both, because it takes me 2 turns to take these out with a mammoth. Updates on a native Mac client instead of just the iPad version. We will be doing a Mac version. It will not be through Bethesda Net. It will be through the Mac App Store. So if you want to play the Mac version, you just need to wait and look for it on the Apple Store, and you'll be set. And go. I'm a hardcore fan, yet you're playing a card game. Well, I'm a much more hardcore fan than you because I'm older than you and I've been playing longer than you and I love card games. So you can click the back button on your browser and find another Twitch stream. You know what, Kev? When I'm not feeling good and I've been sick for 2 weeks, I have zero you-know-whats to give. I'm losing my voice. It's 100 degrees in here. See, that's why we hold on to our mummify. We mummify that thing. What's that, Jess?
At least you know it's the room and not a fever.
Gotta sweat it out.
So, I'm on 6, so I think I armorer mummify here, mummify that thing is the way to go. Eat that. Yeah. So we'll do that. And eat that. And brew my armorer and say go. We're starting to get up to some big stuff. This card is super good. The problem with it is that playing it on turn 9 is often not what you want to do. You almost want to play this card like it costs 11 because there's so many times where you want to be able to play the spell that it's giving you immediately, in some cases to try and protect it. This summons cards that you can only get from the Blood Magic Lord. So you can get, and they all cost 2 Magicka. So you can get Gargoyle, it's a 5/5 guard, which is pretty good. So you play this, you get that, drop it down. You don't get to pick, but you often want to wait so that you can next turn draw another one and at least get 2 blood magic spells off of it. Where's the sub button? You know what? We don't have a sub button. We do this because we love you guys. We don't need your subscription money. Was that a good answer, Jess? Was that good?
Well done.
So, this guy is brew, which I don't know if I care about. I could make a big Draugr. I could. Oh, you know what I can do? That would be kind of sweet. All right, let's try this. We're gonna drop this guy down.
You must be cleansed.
We're gonna shut that up. So when you silence a creature, it loses all of its. But it also loses cover. And so what I can do now is I can either kill it with this, or I could run my Haunting Spirit into it and give something else +3/+3 right now. And I don't know which of those is correct. I'm going to do it now. So it gives my armor. That's good.
Kill them all.
26, 21, 17. Draw your thing. I'm guessing this is a bolt. He's bolting. That's probably incorrect. I was better off just 1-for-1ing there, but what the hell? It's for a stream. What the hell? It's for a stream. I'm playing Fallout 4 in survival mode without power armor. Hardcore, bro. Gets +3 when he loses ward. Well, I think we go ahead and do that now. Big. Go ahead and do that.
Too late for you.
13.
Kill them all.
11. Put him on lethal. No guards, no whammies. Like, what don't I want to see here right now? Any kind of large guard creature. Any guard creature. Like, having to take a turn for a guard would be bad for me right now. Because he's gonna, if he's smart, gonna smack here. Turn this into a 6/6. Have a 2/1 he can swing with for free because he's not going to break a rune. The 6/6 can eat this next turn. What he'd really like to do, like if he's got a firebolt, is trade here, firebolt his own creature, 6/6, and eat my Shadowfen Priest, because he needs guards in both lanes at this
The
point.
battle is yours.
He doesn't have it.
It has been an engaging hunt.
Pat, 1503, congrats. You are the final?
Yep.
Final winner of a free 2 packs of free Legends cards. I hope you get awesome stuff. One step away from next one. Let's see what we got for leveling up. Oh, come on, something good. No whammies. Oh yeah, this is one of the other mechanics that we don't talk about a whole lot, but our game has a bunch of different cards that level up. So at different points as your character levels up for gaining XP, winning games, blah, 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 you also get to level up different cards. And so you take a basic card and turn it into one that is strictly better. So I can take a 3/3 with Last Gasp that gives me 1 random Dwemer and make it a 3/3 that gives me 2, or I can make it a 6/6, but it gives all enemy creatures guard. I already own 2 of that, so I'm going to get one of that. Upgrade completed. And so when you go into your, when you play the story mode, you'll go through and you'll get card upgrades as a bunch of rewards. And then if you're curious, like, hey, what cards can be upgraded? If you go into your collection and look for stuff with the green arrow, it'll tell you like, oh, this is a card you could upgrade into a better version of that card, which I'm not seeing any of right now. There's got to be one in here. Where's my well, anyway, you can upgrade cards by along the way, and they become cooler, better stuff. Where's my grasp guy? Okay, are we done?
Yep.
Any more questions that I missed? No? Okay. That was. Hey, thanks so much to everybody who tuned in. Now that I'm back, I'm going to probably go back to trying to do this once a week just to kind of show off the game some, try some different decks, try some different modes. And we saw a little bit of Mono Stalwart. Maybe I'll talk to the Direwolf guys and brew up something new or interesting that you might not have seen yet. But until next week, thanks for joining us and have a good weekend. Bye.